Welcome to Spoken Quora, where we bring you concise and insightful summaries of some of the most impactful books. Today, we're diving into How to Have Confidence and Power in Dealing with People by Les Giblin. Ever felt uneasy or unsure when meeting someone new? Wonder why some people seem to connect effortlessly while you hold back? If so, this book is for you. Les Giblin's timeless classic is packed with actionable strategies to help you gain confidence, overcome social anxiety, and master the art of building meaningful connections. Stick around to discover how better social skills can open doors to success, happiness, and stronger relationships. Picture this. You're at a gathering, watching others laugh and connect while you wonder what to say or how to break into the conversation. Here's the secret. Confidence in dealing with people isn't something you're born with, it's a skill you can develop. In this book, you'll learn how to leave a lasting impression, how to use words to inspire and influence, and most importantly, how mastering social skills can transform not only how others see you but how you see yourself. The common denominator of success and happiness is other people. Think about it, doctors, teachers, politicians, and even scientists thrive on their ability to connect with others. No matter how talented or wealthy you are, true success is built on positive relationships. Les Giblin emphasizes that success isn't just about personal achievements, it's about understanding and meeting the needs of others. A doctor's success depends on the trust of their patients. A lawyer's reputation grows with strong client relationships. Even in sales, it's not just about the product, it's about making the customer feel seen and valued. Why this matters? We often think confidence is reserved for extroverts, but that's not true. Confidence is a skill anyone can learn with practice. This book provides simple, practical techniques to help you step out of your shell, engage with others, and build trust, whether in personal or professional settings. So, are you ready to leave the sidelines and start making meaningful connections? Let's dive deeper into Les Giblin's guide to becoming a confident, powerful communicator. Let's start with a simple truth. Our relationships are the foundation of a happy and successful life. But here's the catch, how we treat others often reflects how we feel about ourselves. Ever notice how your interactions change when you're feeling frustrated or dissatisfied? When we're content, we naturally become more generous and understanding. Why does this happen? It all boils down to ego. Every person has one, and at the core of our ego lies a deep need for attention, approval, and respect. When our ego feels nourished, when we feel valued, we're more likely to share positivity with others. But when our needs go unmet, it's much harder to offer kindness or patience. A shocking reminder of ego's power. A disturbing news story once reported that a man strangled his wife simply because she fell asleep while he was talking to her. While his actions were inexcusable, this extreme case highlights how deeply people crave attention and validation. His ego, wounded by her perceived indifference, drove him to an unimaginable act. This tragic story underscores a vital truth: humans will go to great lengths to protect their sense of importance. Everyone desires respect and acknowledgement, and when those needs aren't met, it can lead to surprising, even extreme, behavior. So, what can we learn from this? One of the most powerful tools in dealing with people is learning to respect and acknowledge their ego. Small gestures like showing appreciation or giving someone your undivided attention can have an enormous impact. People remember how you make them feel, and when you treat others with respect and kindness, they're more likely to reciprocate. The power of gratitude. Acknowledging and appreciating others costs nothing but delivers immeasurable returns. Kindness, gratitude, and validation strengthen relationships and make us feel good too. When someone does something for you, take a moment to express your thanks. It might seem simple, but these acts build trust, foster goodwill, and open doors to new opportunities. Les Giblin reminds us that understanding and respecting the human ego is at the heart of building meaningful connections. Success, whether personal or professional, relies on our ability to nurture relationships. So, start today, acknowledge someone's efforts, show gratitude, and see how it transforms your interactions. The impact of attention. Ever noticed how people react and they feel truly seen and heard? Giving someone your full attention doesn't just make them feel important, it boosts their sense of self-worth. When you focus on their efforts, offer compliments, and highlight their strengths, rather than promoting yourself, you create an atmosphere of respect and appreciation. A real-world example. Imagine this scenario: a businessman arrives on time for a 3 p.m. meeting with a lawyer to discuss a potential partnership. But the lawyer arrives 10 minutes late. Though the businessman had no urgent matters waiting, he felt insulted. Why? Because the lawyer's tardiness made him feel unimportant, disrespected. Even a small delay, in this case, had a big impact on their relationship. The lawyer might have had legitimate reasons for being late, but it didn't change how the businessman felt. This scenario teaches us a vital lesson: small actions, like showing up on time or offering attention, can either make or break a relationship, whether personal or professional. The power of influence. How we behave directly influences how others respond to us. This isn't just theory, it's psychology in action. When we approach people with kindness, we often see kindness reflected back at us. If we act with anger or frustration, the response is likely to mirror that. This principle is simple but powerful: the emotions and attitudes we express shape the interactions we have with others. It's a kind of unspoken law of human behavior. When you smile, people smile back. When you show enthusiasm, others often match your excitement. Confidence is contagious. The same rule applies to confidence. If you want others to believe in your ideas, you must first believe in them yourself. Confidence isn't just about how you feel, it's about how you express it. When you present yourself with certainty, people will feel more confident in you and your ideas. Les Giblin's book reveals the science behind this. A study by Kenyon College found that when people spoke with a louder voice, others responded with more energy. But when the voice was softer, so were the responses. This highlights the power of tone and attitude in shaping our interactions. Confidence, whether expressed verbally or through body language, is contagious. The small things matter. From offering your full attention to projecting confidence, every interaction is an opportunity to influence and strengthen relationships. By being mindful of how we treat others, we can create positive change and cultivate connections that lead to success and happiness. The power of tone and first impressions. One of the most fascinating human tendencies is how we mirror the behavior of others. A study from Kenyon College explored how tone affects communication, even over the phone, without any visual cues. The research showed that when someone speaks loudly or angrily, we instinctively mirror that tone. It's a natural response, we adjust our behavior to match the emotional cues we receive. This simple truth carries significant weight in our daily interactions. How we speak, our body language, and even our tone can directly influence how others respond to us. If you approach someone with kindness, they're more likely to respond in kind. On the other hand, if you're curt or abrasive, don't be surprised if the conversation turns negative. Setting the right tone. Every interaction starts with a choice: how will you approach it? If you want to appear approachable, friendly, and open, start with a smile. If professionalism is your goal, speak with a tone that conveys respect and authority. First impressions are crucial because they set the tone for future interactions. Think about it, people are always judging us, even before we speak. They assess how we treat others, how we handle our responsibilities, and how we present ourselves. This initial judgment can stick, especially for those who don't know us well. A real-life example. Consider this scenario: a woman met a dentist who gave off an air of anger and greed. His demeanor left a lasting negative impression. What she didn't know was that this dentist had just had a heated argument with his wife, and she overheard him shouting. Even though this encounter was just a fleeting moment, the first impression stuck with her and influenced how she viewed him in the future. This story illustrates a powerful point: first impressions are incredibly powerful and long-lasting. Once people form an opinion, it can be tough to change, no matter how much we try to prove ourselves later on. Acceptance, approval, and appreciation. Some people naturally attract others and seem to have a magnetic personality. If you ask them their secret, you'll often hear the same answer: acceptance, approval, and appreciation. These are fundamental needs that every human has. Acceptance means embracing people as they are, flaws and all. Approval is acknowledging their worth and validating their efforts. Appreciation is expressing gratitude for their presence and contributions. When we offer these three things, we create an environment where others feel seen and valued. And when people feel valued, they're more likely to respond positively to us. A powerful story of transformation. Consider the story of a father who took his son to see a psychologist, desperate for a solution to his son's rebellious and mischievous behavior. The boy had a reputation for being uncontrollable and uncooperative. Initially, the psychologist didn't get through to him, but instead of reprimanding the child further, he changed his approach. He discovered that the boy had a passion for wood carving and was quite skilled, even if his creations, often carved into the family furniture, were unwanted and punished. The psychologist gave the boy a block of wood and some tools, offering a few tips on how to refine his craft. Over the following days, the boy's behavior shifted dramatically. He started listening to his parents, kept his room clean, and took on more responsibility. When his family asked what had sparked this change, the boy simply said, "I thought you'd like it." This story highlights a simple yet profound truth: we all crave attention and appreciation. When our efforts are recognized and validated, we feel a deep sense of fulfillment and worth. The positive reinforcement of approval helps nurture growth and positive change. The power of positive thinking. Sometimes, the fear of rejection or judgment prevents us from connecting with others. We worry that people won't like us, or that they'll think poorly of us, and as a result, we hold back. This fear can create a barrier that keeps others at a distance. However, when you approach someone with a positive attitude and an open heart, your chances of having a meaningful conversation skyrocket. A smile, for instance, has a unique magic: it instantly creates a welcoming, friendly atmosphere. Smiling can break the ice and make people feel at ease. A real-life example of overcoming shyness. Brian, a shy and introverted college student, found himself at a crossroads at a freshman party. He wanted to introduce himself to a girl, but the thought nagged at him: what if she doesn't like me? That fear caused him to hesitate and hold back. But later, when he decided to let go of his doubts, he approached her with a smile and positive energy. The result? They had a great conversation, and he made a new connection. This is a perfect example of how our mindset shapes our reality. If you approach people with a positive outlook, you're more likely to create positive interactions. By embracing acceptance, offering approval, and showing appreciation, you'll naturally attract others and create deeper, more meaningful relationships. Remember, people are drawn to those who make them feel valued and respected. So, next time you meet someone new or engage with someone you know, take a moment to think about how you can make them feel seen and appreciated. You'll be amazed at the connections you'll create. Your words are powerful. One trait that successful people share is the ability to communicate effectively. How we speak, whether in business or personal relationships, directly influences how others perceive us and how we navigate life. In fact, much of our happiness depends on how well we express our thoughts, emotions, and desires. Many people struggle with communication, especially when meeting new people. It's not that they don't have interesting things to say, but they may not know how to say them. The key to overcoming this barrier is to start with simple, casual conversation. Small talk might seem insignificant, but it's a powerful tool to break the ice and build rapport. Another essential aspect of being a great communicator is what Giblin calls happy talk. This means focusing on light, positive topics in conversation. Nobody enjoys being around someone who constantly complains or brings negativity into the discussion. People are naturally drawn to those who are cheerful and upbeat, so keep your conversations lighthearted and positive. A story of influence through words. To illustrate the impact of positive communication, let's look at an example involving Bradley and his friends. The group went to a boat race, but when they arrived, the area was already packed. Bradley tried several times to ask a policeman if they could move to the front for a better view, but each time the officer refused, citing the crowded conditions. Then, the woman in their group decided to give it a try. She approached the policeman and didn't immediately ask for a favor. Instead, she started by asking how he was doing and commented on how difficult it must be to manage such a large crowd on a hot day. The officer responded positively, and after some friendly conversation, she casually mentioned that they had come to watch the race. With a smile, she asked if they could move forward, and this time, the officer agreed. Bradley was amazed. "How did you do that?" he asked. She smiled and explained, "I didn't ask for permission to go to the front. I just connected with him first and showed understanding." This story highlights the power of words and how they can influence people's responses. By starting with kindness, empathy, and a friendly approach, we can achieve far more than if we simply demand or ask for something outright. The way you communicate, both in words and attitude, plays a significant role in your success. A positive outlook not only helps you connect with others but also sets the tone for how people respond to you. By choosing your words thoughtfully and focusing on the positive, you'll create a more fulfilling and successful life. Remember, your words and mindset are powerful tools. Use them wisely to build stronger, more meaningful relationships. The power of listening. Imagine this scenario: Bradley and his friends are at a crowded boat race. After several failed attempts to get to the front of the crowd, the woman in their group approaches the policeman. Instead of demanding something, she starts by asking how he's doing and comments on how challenging his job must be. She then casually mentions that they're here to watch the race. As a result, the officer responds positively and lets them through. Bradley was surprised at how easily she navigated the situation. She didn't just ask for what she wanted. She listened and allowed the officer to express himself first, making him feel important and heard. This is the power of listening. It creates an opportunity for others to share and can shift the tone of an interaction in your favor. When we listen actively, we not only gather important information but also show respect for others. Giving someone a chance to talk about themselves can make them feel valued. This approach can help you turn any situation around, fostering positive interactions that benefit both parties. Balancing speaking and listening. To truly connect with others, we must master the balance between speaking and listening. Many people focus too much on their own words and forget to listen to the person they're talking to. This creates a one-sided conversation that lacks depth and connection. When both parties are engaged, the conversation becomes more meaningful, allowing for better understanding and stronger relationships. Listening requires attention and empathy. It's about moving beyond your own thoughts and considering what the other person is saying. By listening attentively, you show that you care about their perspective, which helps build trust and rapport. The ability to listen thoughtfully not only improves your relationships but also positions you as someone who is intelligent, empathetic, and capable of responding wisely to others. In addition to listening, the words we use have a profound effect on our relationships. Giblin's book highlights how carefully chosen words can foster kindness, respect, and cooperation. When you speak with intention and mindfulness, you encourage positive outcomes. On the other hand, negative or careless words can create tension and misunderstandings. By practicing the art of positive communication, you can transform the way others perceive you. If you approach situations with respect and a willingness to understand, you'll likely receive the same in return. Our words set the tone for how others respond, so use them wisely. How to have confidence and power in dealing with people teaches us that the most successful and fulfilling relationships are built on a foundation of kindness, listening, and thoughtful communication. When you feel good about yourself and treat others with respect, you're naturally able to create stronger bonds and influence others in positive ways. Remember, effective communication isn't just about talking, it's about listening and using your words thoughtfully. Each interaction, no matter how small, offers an opportunity to make a meaningful impact. By focusing on others and embracing a positive mindset, you can open doors to greater success and happiness in all areas of life. Stay confident, stay positive, and always seek to connect with others on a deeper level. I trust you found this summary useful and that some of the ideas here have resonated with you. If you didn't jot down notes earlier, no need to worry. Just grab a notebook, sit back, and rewatch the video. Each point I've shared is packed with actionable insights, and if you really take the time to digest them, you'll see how they can transform not just your interactions but your entire approach to building relationships. Thank you.